All right, y'all, so now that we have our saltine crackers lined up on our bacon sheet, we're gonna put a bag of these caramels right on top of our crackers, all right? So make sure you spray your foil with bacon spray, Pam, or whatever that stuff is, and then one bag of these caramel bits. If y'all wanna make your own caramel, you can, but y'all know how I feel about that. We're gonna put this in the oven at 350 to melt for just about 5 minutes, and I'm gonna show y'all the next step. All right, y'all, next step, we're taking one package of milk chocolate chips, and we're putting this on top as well. So that was in the oven for about 3 minutes to get those to start to melt. And now, oh, the chocolate chips are going everywhere, everywhere. All right, y'all, back in the oven for about 5 minutes until this all melts, and then I'm gonna show y'all the next step. All right, y'all, so after this has been in the oven for a few more minutes, now what we're gonna do, we're gonna spread this all out, all right? We're just gonna spread the melted chocolate and the melted caramel, just like so. All right, and if y'all could actually melt this in the microwave and just pour it on top as well, but I already had my oven going, so I just decided to do it this way. All right, and that one I messed up a little bit, but that's totally fine. Okay, y'all. So now what we gonna do, we have a few more things we're gonna add to this. I'm so excited. So, y'all, this is totally customizable, but I love this Andes Peppermint Crunch. I feel like this stuff, when I eat this, I just feel like Christmas. So we're gonna sprinkle this right on top. And I'm not using a whole bag here because we're gonna put some other fun stuff on here too, all right? So I'm using a little bit. And then, y'all, we also gonna put on some Heath chips. I was like, well, how do you say that? All right, so Heath bar, we're sprinkling this on top too, all right? So we're gonna use about half this bag. All right, y'all, this is gonna be so good. Y'all are gonna love this. All right, so I'm putting this back in the oven one last time for about 5 minutes, and then we have a couple more things to add, and I'm so excited. All right, y'all, so now we have our Heath bar and our peppermint stuff. So it didn't melt all the way, but that's totally fine. All right, I'm just kind of like moving it around a little bit. Oh yeah, there we go, that's good. All right, that's good. I kind of like the variety of color in here. It's very festive. All right, y'all, so now we're done with the oven. We have a few more things we're gonna add, all right? So I have some mini M&Ms, some Christmas mini M&Ms. So we're just gonna take these and put them right on top like so, all right? So this is an easy homemade candy. Everybody loves this every time I make it. And you know what, y'all? It's completely customizable. Y'all can do whatever you'd like. All right, I also here have some crushed up pretzels. So I like the sweet and salty thing, and we already have the crackers on the bottom, but you know what? I want to add a few pretzels too. I think it tastes delicious. So we're putting this right on top. All right, just a little bit. Again, as much or as little as you'd like. And then we got one more thing I like to add, okay, y'all? Just because I want to be extra festive, we added some fun little sprinkles. And they bouncing everywhere. Oh my goodness, all right. These are going everywhere. My cats are gonna go crazy. All right, y'all, so we're gonna let this set up for a couple hours, and then we're gonna cut into it. Y'all are gonna love this so much. I can't wait. All right, y'all, so here we have our fun Christmas homemade candy, chocolate peppermint Heath bark. That's the official name, that's what you have to say. So let it set up so the chocolate and caramel will get hard. So guess what time it is, y'all, all right? We gotta break this up. And what I'm gonna do first is take this out of my cookie sheet. I'm gonna try. Okay, there we go. And I don't know, Fred, look y'all, Fred said I should use this thing to break it up, but I feel like it might mess it up, so I'm gonna try with just my hands. Fred, I don't know if that's a good idea. All right, let's see. Oh my goodness, look at that. Hold on, maybe I should get a better piece. Does that one look good, Fred? No, Fred said no. All right, let's see. I wonder if we could break it up in perfect squares. Oh, there we go, okay, kind of. I just have to be gentle. Look at that, y'all. All right, you know what? I don't even need to keep breaking it. I'm just gonna try it. Okay, y'all, here we go. This is gonna be delicious. All right, y'all, I'm adding 1 cup of sugar to 8 ounces of cream cheese. All right, now we're gonna add 1 cup of peanut butter to our mixture. Oh boy, I already feel like it's gonna be a little hard to mix, but that's all right. I've been getting a workout today. Maybe I should have pre-done this. This is real thick, just like, y'all know what I'm gonna say, my cat, Frankie Foo-Foo. All right, a little bit more. I love peanut butter. This smells so good. I love peanut butter. Yummy in my tummy. All right, we're moving that over there. So now we're gonna get this out and put it in our mixture. 1 cup of sugar, 8 ounces of cream cheese, 1 cup of peanut butter. And honestly, y'all, I feel like we can mix this up and just eat this right now. I mean, everything delicious is in this bowl. Sugar, cream cheese. All right, this is gonna be a little difficult. All right, y'all, put this in the microwave for a few seconds. Now it's softer, it's easier to mix, all right? We're gonna transfer this to a different bowl. Look at me, I'm dirtying all these dishes today for y'all. Can you believe it? I can't. I'm gonna have to get my husband Fred to do the dishes tonight. If he wants to eat my delicious treats, we're gonna make a trade. I'm gonna do the bacon. He can try all my delicious treats. He can do the dishes. We'll see how that goes. I don't know if he's gonna go for it, but I gotta sell it to him, y'all. I gotta sell it to him. Wish me luck. I'm using a lot of dishes today. All right. I'm just gonna make sure this is mixed good. Yep, it is. All right, that's good. All right, now we gonna add something else in here. We gonna add Cool Whip. We're gonna do half this. So one of the small containers, or if you have this big one like me, just use half of it. That's about half. Wow, I like how that all came out. Look at that, jiggle, jiggle. It all came out in one scoop. That's pretty fun. All right, we'll see. So now we're gonna fold this in. We're gonna try it. It says to fold it, but I feel like I'm missing something. This is real thick, but I don't think so. I saw this recipe somewhere and I just like changed it a little bit, but it's gonna taste delicious. All right, we have a graham cracker pie crust. All right, if y'all wanna make your own graham cracker crust, you can. It's super easy, but this was a lot of work, so I'm just gonna use this. All right, so we're just gonna put this in here however we can, the best way. All right, look at that. This is gonna be so good. Get it all in there. I'm making a mess today. I know y'all are gonna say you make a mess every day. Well, sometimes I do. It's all right though. It's made with love. Love, love. All right, we're gonna spread this out a little bit. Spread, spread. All right, here we go. Look at that. This is gonna be so good. All right, y'all, we got one more step here. This delicious no-bake dessert. Now y'all can just leave it like this, but I'm gonna top it with some chocolate chips. I got milk chocolate here. What else is there besides peanut butter and chocolate? It's like the best thing ever. All right. So we're gonna put this in the fridge for at least an hour, more if you want. You can even do it overnight. And then we're gonna cut into it, y'all. It's gonna be so good. All right, y'all, here we have our delicious chocolate peanut butter pie. We're gonna cut into it. So this has been in the fridge probably about 2 hours. You could do it longer, but you could see it's nice and set now, and that's what we want before we serve it up. So I'm just gonna cut a piece and try it. So remember, it's very simple, y'all. Peanut butter, cream cheese, sugar, Cool Whip. That's it. I put some chocolate chips on top. I'm having a hard time getting this out here. All right, let's see. Peanut butter pie, y'all. Look at that. Looks pretty good. It looks good inside too. All right, y'all, I think this is gonna be so good because honestly, y'all, how can it be bad? It's peanut butter and cream cheese. I mean, hello, 2 of the best things ever. Chocolate chips, graham cracker crust, y'all can make your own. All right, y'all, 2 cans of jellied cranberry stuff. I love this stuff, it's so good. All right, so now we're just gonna like mash it out a little bit and put it at the bottom of our grease 9x13. We're making a delicious, easy dessert. This is actually a recipe that was sent to me by Annette Harrington. I changed it a little bit, but thank you for sending it to me, Annette, because I'm so excited. All right, so we're just gonna do this. I don't know the easiest way. Oh, I know, y'all. I just figured it out. The easiest way to mash this up. My favorite tool, my meat mashing tool. I love this thing. This thing is so good for so many things. I can't believe I didn't think about this right away. All right, mash up your cranberries. There it is, just like so. All right, So that's good. Once it's like that, that's fine. Let me get all the stuff out of here. I love this stuff, y'all. It seriously tastes so good. It just smells good. I just want to eat it right now, y'all. I want to eat it right now. All right, so now we're just gonna kind of push it down a little bit, make a little kind of flat layer, all right? Next, y'all, I have 1 can of blueberry pie filling. So we're gonna put this on top too. This is gonna be delicious. I know it's the same color. That's kind of why I'm using it, because I'm sticking with the color theme here, but 2 cans of cranberries, 1 can of blueberry pie filling. I also feel like this will be good with apple. I don't have any apple, so blueberry it is, y'all. Sometimes you just gotta roll with it. Whatever you have on hand, all right? But this is a great combo. I love this. All right, next, y'all, what we gonna do here, I have 1 package of lemon pudding. Lemon instant pudding. Right on top. Right on top. In hindsight, I shouldn't have done this one first, but that's okay. We're using a whole packet. All right, all right. Sometimes, y'all, sometimes I don't do it right, but it's okay. It's still gonna be good. It's all going to the same place. But you know what? I like to layer things in color. I like to layer things in color, and right now, there ain't gonna be no color because now I'm putting coconut on top. White and white. I wasn't thinking. Oh well, a little bit of coconut, all right? Y'all can't see it that well because I just, you know, put the pudding on top, but whatever. About a 1/2 cup or so of shredded coconut. All right, so easy, y'all, so easy. All right, next, we're moving this to the side. I have 1 stick of melted butter. I also have 1 box of lemon supreme cake mix. This stuff is so good. All right, right on into our stick of butter. Bag and all, just kidding, not the bag. All right, just like so. Now, y'all, we're taking our trusty fork, and we're giving this a little mixy. All right, y'all, this is so fun. I'm still mad at myself that I didn't do the pudding and then the blueberries. That's what I was supposed to do, but anyways, it's fine. Again, it's still gonna turn out good. I just, you know, for presentation purposes, the layering of the colors is better. Anyways, now y'all are listening to my internal dialogue, and I'm making a mess. Such is life. Such is life. Messy. All right, so once that's mixed pretty good, it don't have to be perfect, because remember, we just use this to kind of make a crumble topping. Y'all know how I like to do this. Here we go. Lemon cake mix, crumbly, right on top of our coconut, our lemon pudding, our cranberry, and blueberry. Yum, yum. Yummy holiday dump cake. I love cake. I love dump cakes. This looks kind of pretty though now with the yellow and the red over here, Fred, right? Mm-hmm. Fred said yes. All right, so we're using this whole thing. Lemon, Yum, yum, yum. In my tum. I'm so excited, I just can't hide it, and that's it. I love cooking, y'all. It's so much fun. I made a craft video the other day, y'all. Those are hard for me to make because I feel like I really have to concentrate. Like, it doesn't come easy like this is. I guess I'm used to doing this stuff. Anyways, that's all I got. Hopefully Kevin the cat will wake up soon so he can be in some videos. I know y'all love seeing him. He's just so cute. All right, y'all. All right. That's not it. We have one more thing. We also gonna add on top of this a little handful of dried cranberries right on top, all right? So we're gonna put this in the oven at 350 for about 45 minutes. Y'all are gonna love this easy holiday dump cake. All right, y'all, look at Kevin, my little baby. He's so cute. I just love him so much, y'all. His pretty eyes. Look at daddy. Look at daddy. Smile for the camera. All right, y'all, you can go back to looking at your birdies, Boopy. That's his nickname, y'all, Boopy. That's what I call him. He's so cute. All right, we have our lemon cranberry dump cake. We put 2 cans of cranberry in here, some blueberries, lemon pudding, lemon cake mix, dried cranberries on top. This recipe was sent to me by Annette Harrington. I changed it a little, but she gave me great inspiration. It's basically her recipe, so time to try it, y'all. If y'all want to serve it with some Cool Whip or ice cream, you can, but, you know, I'm not. Oh, yeah, we put coconut in here, too. All right, y'all, this is going to be so good. It's kind of like a cobbler. Fred's trying to get a good camera shot, but it's just falling off this spoon. So I'm using a dish here. I'm sharing my dish with my little babies. It's clean though, y'all. Don't worry, okay? Don't worry. Do what makes you happy. I'll do what makes me happy. We can all be friends. That's it. Y'all don't have to eat out of your cat's dishes if you don't want, but if I do, who cares? It makes me happy, so that's it. We need more joy in this world, y'all. This is gonna be so hot, so guess what? I need a smaller bite. It's still steaming. I love this canned cranberry stuff, y'all. I know it's crazy, but I just think it tastes so good. I could eat it right out of the can. Isn't that crazy? I could eat it right out of the can. All right, here we go. Y'all, okay. Annette, this is amazing. The lemon cake mix with the cranberry flavor is so good. And y'all, I like it with the blueberry too. I think in Annette's original recipe, she told me she didn't use blueberry, but I just thought about adding some, and it works, y'all. The coconut is so good too.
All right, what do we got here?
All right, y'all, so we have 1 stick of melted butter. We're gonna pour this at the bottom of our 9x13 baking dish, all right?
Love that.
Butter. Butter makes everything better. We have 1 cup of brown sugar. Just gonna put that in, all right? And then we're gonna tap, tap, tap it down, just like this. All the way around. All right, so we're just gonna mix it a little bit. We're gonna actually mix it. I wasn't going to,
Look
but...
at that. It's gonna give a nice crystallized thing too, right?
That's right. That's right. All right, just gonna mixy. Yep, we're gonna get it so it's all incorporated. I changed my mind. We weren't going to, but now we are.
It's all right.
All right, so our next step here, y'all are gonna love this dessert. It's so good. All right, tap, 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 tap it down. Tap it down for Gabby, my friend Gabby. All right, next, I have a can of mandarin oranges. Okay, I drained these, real important. So we're gonna put these. We don't even have to use the whole can. I think that's good. There's a little bit of juice, but that's fine. All right, this is a delicious holiday dessert. We have some fresh cranberries, y'all. Now, I already washed these and dried them. I just put them back in the bag so it'll be easier to pour. All right.
I love that color.
Doesn't it look pretty? This is such a delicious, easy holiday dessert hack, y'all. Y'all gonna love it. All right, so I'm just gonna press this down a little bit. All right, look at that. Look at how good that looks, y'all. Okay, next step here. I have 1 box of vanilla cake mix, all right? So easy, y'all. Now, I already made it. Y'all don't need to watch me do it. Just follow the directions on the box, except instead of water, I use milk. It makes it taste better. All right, so now all we're gonna do, we're gonna pour this right on top of our cranberries and our mandarin oranges and our brown sugar and butter, y'all, and this is gonna be so good.
Look at that.
All right, I'm gonna get this all out. It's a little bit thick, but that's all right.
Why do you think it's thick? Is it the olive oil or?
Oh yeah, that's another thing I did, y'all. I put olive oil in this cake. I put olive oil in this cake instead of vegetable oil because I want it to be a little bit healthier.
It helps with the consistency too that we're looking for.
It makes it thicker. And I use milk instead of water, all right, and 3 eggs. Now, I don't know if y'all have ever had olive oil cake. Have you ever had that, Charles?
Never.
It's real good. I remember this bakery I was at in Chicago once. They had this olive oil cake, and it was so good, y'all. It just has the best texture. All right. So we're just gonna give it a little shaky shake. Now all we're gonna do here, we're gonna just leave it like this, okay? We're gonna make a delicious topping. We're gonna put this in the oven at 350 for about 40 minutes, y'all, and this is gonna be the most delicious, easy holiday dessert hack y'all have ever seen. All right, y'all. So before I cut into this, I gotta tell y'all what happened. So this is an upside down cake, all right? I tried to flip it upside down and then it broke in half. So this is what we got. But it's still gonna be delicious, so we're still gonna look at half of it. But yeah, I just had to tell y'all the truth. Life ain't perfect, all right? That's a good lesson. Life ain't perfect. So here we go. We're gonna cut into this delicious cake and it's gonna be beautiful. All right, y'all, so I guess if y'all make this, just wait till it completely cools before you flip it upside down, because otherwise you're gonna end up with a mess like me. But you know what, it's all right. It's all right. I'm gonna get a spatula. I got my friend Charles here. He's gonna eat it. He's gonna eat it with me. I'm so excited. All right, please turn out. Y'all, I'm real nervous now. Okay, are y'all ready to see this? Orange cranberry upside down cake. Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh.
That looks so good.
Incredible.
Let's see if this piece looks better. All right, y'all. It actually looks pretty good, though. Okay, yeah, it's a little messy, but that's all right. We still gonna try it. Hold on. We gotta finish it. All right, me and Charles gonna try some together. My friend Charles, y'all know my friend Charles? He's a real good cook, too. All right, here we go.
All
let's try this. I think it's gonna be good.
I think it'd be, I really like the whipped cream.
I really like the cranberries. Oh my goodness. All right.
Look at that.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Y'all, it's so good. Y'all have to try this.
That is really good.
All right, y'all, we're taking 1 box of yellow cake mix. Oops, all right. Not the bag. We don't want to eat that. All right, to this, y'all, I have some Christmas M&Ms. So we're not measuring. We're just putting some in there, all right? Before we put anything else, I'm just going to give these a little mix, all right? Because we want the M&Ms to get coated with the powder. All right, next, y'all, 1 cup of milk. Right on in, and then we have 3 eggs. All right, so this box cake mix called for butter, which is great. If it calls for oil, I use applesauce instead, but This is it. And then a third a cup of butter. All right, right on in. So we're gonna give this a little mixy. We have our M&Ms, our Christmas M&Ms, and yeah, that's it. This is gonna be amazing, y'all. We're making a fun, easy treat. And I'm trying not to make that much of a mess, but you know, I make messes, that's it. Look, I even got the right tool this time, a trusty whisk instead of a fork. Oh, the color from the M&Ms is leaking a little. That's all right though, it's fine. I ain't mad. All right, y'all, and once we have this nice and mixed, I'm gonna bring over my grease 9x13. I forgot what I was doing for a second. That's crazy, I know. That never happens to me. All right, we're gonna get that M&M out of our whisk. I'm gonna get me a spatula out. We're gonna pour this right on in our 9x13, all right? Our M&Ms with our cake mix. We're making a fun holiday treat. Oh, I love it. Look, the colors are bleeding a little. That's so cool. I'm so excited. That's all. So is Frankie Foo-Foos. He told me he loves Christmas. All right, y'all. So we're gonna put this in the oven at 350 for about 27 minutes or so, and then I'm gonna show y'all the next step. All right, y'all, so here we have that Christmas cake we made with those colorful M&Ms. So now I just took it out of the oven, but our next step, y'all, I have these Andes Peppermint Crunch bacon chips. So we're gonna put these on top. I have 2 bags here. I'm gonna see how much we're gonna need. I wanna completely cover it. I actually think this might be good. All right, we want to completely cover the top, so I'm going to use 1 and a little bit. We want to completely cover the top. All right, y'all, we're going to put this back in the oven for about 2 minutes, just so these melt, and then I'm going to show y'all what we're going to do next. All right, y'all, so we just put this in the oven for about 2 minutes, so now what we're going to do, we're going to spread this. Look how pretty that looks, y'all. Look how pretty that is. All right, so it's the Andes bacon chips. They taste like those Andes mints, but they red and white for Christmas, so we're gonna spread this out. Again, I just put it back in the oven for about 2 minutes, all right? So we just wanna get rid of all those little chunks. Spread it so it looks pretty. All right, y'all, so I'm just gonna let this cool. The cake is still hot, and I'm gonna let this set up because this will get kind of hard again. And then we have one more step for decoration, y'all, but y'all are gonna love this amazing, yummy, easy Christmas cake. All right, y'all, and then I have a package of these Christmas tree cookie balls. So we're just gonna bake these according to the directions on the package because these are gonna be a part of our yummy Christmas cake. All right, y'all, so we let this set for not that long. Y'all can let it set longer, but remember, that's the melted Andes peppermint bark on top. So now, y'all, remember those, we made those Christmas cookies earlier? So this is what we're gonna do, all right? I just love doing this. I think it's so cute and festive. So we're gonna line this up alongside, on the edges of our cake. Because why not, y'all? Why not? That's why. That's the only reason. Why not? More is better. Go big or go home. Live life to its fullest. Get a lot of cats. That's it. It's Christmas time. We happy. We excited. Okay, all the way around. And then, yeah, if y'all want to put some more in the middle, you can too. But, okay, that's fine. We're just going to leave it like that. I feel like there should be one more right here, but that's okay. All right, y'all. This looks so cute. Don't this look cute, Bridgie? Mm-hmm. All right, time to try it. Let's see, I have a real small knife that I'm gonna cut this with. All right, y'all, I'm excited. So remember we used like a lemon, no, sorry, my mind is elsewhere. We used a vanilla yellow cake mix, and we put some M&Ms in it. So I think I'm gonna try that slice. Let's see if I can get it out. Okay. I don't know if y'all just saw my internal struggle right there, but we're gonna try and get it out. Here we go. Let's see. Okay, all right. That looks cute. Look, it's still hot, y'all, so y'all should let it set longer, but there we go. Time to try it. It looked cute before I messed it up, but that's okay. It's gonna taste good, and that's all that matters. All right, time to eat. Time to eat. Time to try this delicious cake. All right, y'all, we have some cinnamon rolls here, the cheap kind. So y'all, I'm making a delicious variation on a cinnamon roll hack. I've made this, a lot of y'all have seen this video, but for this, I like to use the cheap ones. I feel like they look pretty and they turn out real good. All right, so we have 2 cans of the store brand cinnamon rolls. We put them in the bottom of our grease 9x13. This one fell apart, so we're just gonna roll it back together, all right? So we're doing a special holiday version of this delicious cinnamon roll hack. Y'all are gonna love this. All right, open these up. I hit that real hard. I hope I didn't damage my counter. Oh my goodness. I didn't, right, Fred? Okay, this one's roly. All right. So here we go. We're just putting these around, like so. And how come they coming apart? I don't like that. I don't like that. All right. I ain't got time for that, y'all. Okay. All right, and then this one, we're just gonna break up and put, we're gonna put some little pieces. I feel like I used them all last time, but this is what we're gonna do. We're just gonna fill in the holes a little bit. Because I don't wanna waste any of these. They're delicious. I don't wanna waste any. All right, that's fine. We're just going right there and right there. Perfect. I don't like that one. Okay. All right, fine. Great. Next, I have some eggnog. I love eggnog around the holidays. So now, y'all, we're gonna pour some eggnog right on top of our cinnamon rolls, all right? So we put in this, so they're about, so the eggnog is about halfway up the cinnamon rolls. We're gonna move this to the side. I have 1 stick of melted butter. I also have about a ½ cup of brown sugar right on into our butter, all right? To this, we also gonna add a little bit of apple pie spice. This is just cinnamon, nutmeg, and allspice. So I like to use this for this version, all right? With the eggnog, it's so good. So I don't know, 1 or 2 teaspoons. And then we also using a little bit of fancy salt. Y'all know how much I love my sea salt. Every time I travel, I buy salt. This one I just use is from Mexico. And then this summer, when I was in Europe, I got some in France. So anyways, that's it. Story time's over. So we mixing this up real good. All right. Brown sugar, butter, and whatever else I said. I forgot. Salt and apple pie spice. All right. There's a few chunks of brown sugar in here, but that's fine. I keep forgetting to I know y'all told me to put a piece of bread in my brown sugar. I keep forgetting to do that, and then it gets hard. And anyways, that's it. Life is hard sometimes. Okay. So now we have our eggnog soaked cinnamon rolls. We're gonna take our brown sugar and butter mixture, and we're gonna pour it on top. All right. Y'all, I'm so excited. Y'all have no idea. If y'all haven't tried this cinnamon roll hack yet, this is like the best thing ever, and we just making it a little extra special for the holidays, all right? So get all that on there. All right, one more thing I like to add, y'all. This is optional, but I have some dried cranberries. I just feel like this is just like, Fred's making a face at me right now. You wanna know? Okay, y'all, I gotta tell y'all a story. Fred is driving me crazy again today. I'm making recipes and he's like, don't do that. I don't like it. I'm like, Fred, I don't care what you like. This is for the viewers. It ain't for you, right, Fred? So he's mad I'm putting these on here, but I don't care. All right, y'all, that's it. We're gonna cover this with foil and we're gonna put this in the oven at 350 for about 45 minutes. I can't wait to show y'all this amazing, yummy cinnamon roll hack. Cutest little baby ever. He was just looking at a hummingbird, y'all, and now I took him. I don't know what he's looking up there at. Hi, baby. I love you so much. My little floof. So fluffy. All right, say bye. Say bye. And y'all, look, my dish is covered in foil, so I don't want to hear it about the cat hair. Right, baby? You're so cute. Mwah. All right. Kevin loves y'all. He does. He's so friendly. All right, y'all, so these were the cinnamon rolls. I'm excited to see these. Oh my goodness, y'all, that looks so good. That looks amazing. So this was just a take on the cinnamon roll hack that I did, but a holiday version with eggnog and dried cranberries, all right? So now we're taking these little icing packs that came with the cinnamon rolls, and we're gonna drizzle this right on top. I've been letting these cool for a little bit, but that's it. So we're gonna put both of them on, all right? Both of the icing packets. Y'all, these are gonna be so good. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. All right, that's it. All right, y'all, time to try one. I'm gonna move this to the side. I'm gonna spatula me out one of these. Let's see here. Oh my goodness, these are so moist. I feel like I should cut it maybe. Let's see. Actually, let's get this one. This one looks better. It's thicker. All right, y'all. Oh my goodness, look at that. I'm trying to pick it up so it's gonna move. Fred, hold on. All right, y'all, look at that. It's so moist and fluffy and light. This is gonna be delicious. All right, I'm moving this to my plate. I'm trying. Oh my goodness, it's sliding everywhere. All right, y'all. Me and Fred are excited about these. Time to take a bite. Remember, use some apple pie spice as well. Here we go. Here we go, y'all. Y'all. Oh my goodness, this is like Christmas in a dessert. I'm just gonna keep eating because it's so good, but y'all have to try this. All right, y'all, we're using 1 box of white cake mix. 1 box. We're using 3 eggs. 1, 2, 3. All right, we're gonna mix this together. All right, so we're making a little cake hack. We're making like a holiday cake, all right? So this is, you just need 1 box of cake mix, 3 eggs, and we're gonna mix this together first. Make sure these eggs are mixed in well. Because we're gonna add in now, we're gonna add in 1 can of apple pie filling, all right? So I love this dessert. It's perfect for holidays just because the apple flavor. And then we're gonna do a little something to it. Y'all will see. It's gonna be real fun, real fun. And you know what? I think the flavors of apple pie filling for the holidays. I love the way it smells. Yeah, so, and then we're also gonna add here, I have this apple pie spice. I'm gonna add a little bit of this too. I just decided to do this at the last minute, but I think it's gonna be real good. So I'm gonna mix this all together, all right? So again, 3 eggs, 1 box of cake mix, 1 can of pie filling. I'm using apple, y'all can use whatever you'd like. I have a greased 9x13 baking dish, all right? So we're gonna take our apple cake mixture. We're gonna put this on in our baking dish. And when we're doing this, if we see some dry that I didn't mix good, that's all right. It happens sometimes. All right, oh my goodness, y'all, sheesh. I'm gonna need a nap after this. This smells real good though. I smell this apple pie spice. My oven just went off. I already forgot what's done. I'm making something. I'm making a lot of treats today, y'all. My whole family's coming over. I've been cooking for days. Trying to make some videos for y'all. All right. So now, I'm gonna spread this out. All right. And now what we gonna do, y'all gonna love this, okay? So again, I like the apple pie spice because it smells like Christmas, but y'all can do whatever you'd like, all right? Y'all can do whatever you'd like. So to make this a little more festive, I have some red food coloring. So watch what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna put a few drops. If you wanna use red and green, you can, but I'm just using red for this. I just want red, all right? Because you know what? This could be a holiday. It could also be like Valentine's Day or another holiday. So we're just gonna swirl. We're just gonna make little swirls like so, all right? I know y'all, you're like, what is this? But it looks real pretty when it cooks, I'm telling y'all, okay? And you know what, we're gonna do one more little line. Like this, we can do more, okay. And again, y'all, this isn't necessary, but I'm just trying to make it look prettier. It'll look real pretty after it cooks. All right, y'all, so this is going in the oven. We're doing a 350 for 35 minutes, y'all, and I can't wait to show y'all the topping I use for this delicious holiday cake. All right, y'all, here we have our holiday apple cake. So remember, it's an easy hack. 1 box of cake mix, 1 can of pie filling, 3 eggs. Remember we did that red food coloring on top? So we're gonna finish it here. I have some Cool Whip. It's gonna look real pretty when we cut in. I know it just kind of looks like some red blobs right now, but it's gonna look real pretty, all right? So you wanna let your cake cool. And this is a step also, if y'all wanna do this, you can put the Cool Whip on and leave it in your fridge overnight, but we're gonna taste it now. So I'm just gonna spread this out like so, all right? That looks good, that looks good. It's spread pretty even, all right? Yeah, that's good. All right, I'm happy with that. I know y'all don't like the way I spread things, but I think it's gonna be just fine. So if I had time, I would pop this in the fridge for a little while, but guess what, I don't. So we're gonna do some red sprinkles on top for the holidays. Red and white, I love it. I think this is real pretty, y'all. And again, this is a hack you can do anytime. It's holiday themed because I made like apple spice, but I think this is it. This is great. So now we're just gonna cut into it and I'm gonna try some right now. Again, it'll be better if you can put it in the fridge for a little bit to set with the Cool Whip. But you know me, I don't have that kind of time. I'm busy. I'm busy. Y'all are busy too though, I know. But if I was making this for like a party or something, I would let it sit in the fridge for a little while. So let's get this out. Oh, it's stuck right here. Oh, it's still hot. Okay, y'all, look. See what I mean? With the food coloring, it went down a little bit, so it's real pretty. Y'all see those apples in there? The apples, the red food coloring. Now this is still hot, so my Cool Whip's gonna start melting soon. Y'all wanna let this cool before you put Cool Whip on it, but let's eat some. Remember, apple spice, holiday cake, little red food coloring. All right, y'all, we have 1 box of fudge cake mix. Fudge, that's a fun word to say, y'all. Try it, fudge, fudge. All right, we're just gonna follow the directions on the package. So water, oil, I ran out of applesauce, otherwise I would use it, and then 3 eggs. We're making an amazing chocolate dessert, y'all. Amazing, amazing. Y'all are gonna love this so much, but the first step is kind of boring, I know, but I thought maybe y'all would just like to hear me talk, so I decided to leave it in. So y'all, I'm just gonna mix this real good, and then I'm gonna put this in a greased 9x13 and bake it according to the instructions on the box, all right? So just 1 box of chocolate cake, bake it how it should, and then I'm gonna show y'all the next step. All right, y'all, so we have a Hershey bar. So I have one of these giant ones, but we're gonna use about 3 ounces of Hershey's milk chocolate, and we're just breaking them up into little triangles. Wow, all right, y'all, this is not a triangle, it's a rectangle. Someone doesn't know their shapes, all right. And then to this, we add in 1 can of sweetened condensed milk, all right? So y'all, I'm gonna put this in the microwave and let it heat up so we can mix it together, and then I'm gonna show y'all the next step. All right, y'all, so we have our chocolate cake. I took it out of the oven like 5 minutes ago, but it's still hot. So now what we're gonna do here, we're gonna poke holes in it, all right? So we're doing some kind of big holes. We're making a delicious poke cake. Y'all are gonna love the flavors in this, and you wanna do this part while it's still warm, all right? So make sure. Let's see. I don't know how many holes to do, but we're gonna do a few more. We want this goodness in everywhere, all right? So now, y'all, we have this. It was a condensed milk and Hershey's chocolate I melted together, all right? So now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna use a ladle. We're gonna see. I'm not sure about this, but we're gonna try and pour this in the holes. We're gonna do our best. It's kind of thick, but that's okay. We're gonna try and pour it in the holes. We want it to soak up in the holes. I wonder if I should make my holes bigger. No, it's fine. All right, anyways, so we're pouring this in. All right, so we're gonna pour this in all the holes, this mixture, this chocolate and condensed milk. And then we're gonna let the cake cool completely, and then we have another step. But I'm gonna finish doing this, y'all. I don't think you need to watch me pour this in the holes. I mean, I guess, yeah, you don't need to watch me do this. So we'll be back soon, y'all, once this is cooled. All right, y'all, once our cake has cooled completely, we're gonna take the next step. So I have a little bowl here. I'm gonna add 1 package of instant chocolate pudding. All right, 1 package. Right on in our little tiny bowl, our little baby tiny bowl. And then to this, we're gonna add 1 3/4 cup of milk, all right? So a little bit less than the pudding calls for, but for this cake, it's better, y'all, I promise. So we're gonna give this a little mixy. We gotta mix this real good. All right, y'all, so once that's mixed real good, it even starts setting up pretty quick anyways. We're gonna bring our cake back in here, and we're gonna take this pudding and pour it on top of our cake, all right? Right on top. This is gonna be so good, y'all. I'm so excited about this dessert, y'all have no idea. But maybe you do have an idea, because I always tell you how excited I am and how much I love cooking. And that's it, so here we go. So I'm gonna spread this out. Spread. It's kind of like a layer on the top, all right? So I'm just gonna spread this out. Let's see, I'm gonna rotate this around. It seems easier. All right, y'all, so we're gonna put this in the fridge for about an hour or so just to let the pudding set up, and then I'm gonna show y'all, the next step is the last step, and y'all are gonna love this easy chocolate dessert. All right, y'all, I have 8 ounces of Cool Whip here. I'm gonna add a little bit of green food coloring to my Cool Whip, all right? And we're gonna, I guess we're gonna give this a little mix in here, a little fold. We're gonna fold it. So there's a certain kind of green I'm looking for, and I just realized something, but that's okay. All right, y'all, I just realized something. Anyways, green, it's green. Green. Okay, so we're just gonna give it a little fold. So y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all what I realized, because I just realized with this dessert I forgot an ingredient. But it's okay, because it's still gonna be delicious. But y'all, in the pudding part, I was supposed to add a little mint extract, but I forgot. And I don't know if I should put it in the Cool Whip, so we're just gonna leave it out. But so now I guess it's just chocolate, a chocolate. But if y'all wanna add some mint extract, it's supposed to be a mint chocolate poke cake. Anyways, it is what it is. It's all good. All right. So here's our cake. Remember, we put that Hershey condensed milk in the holes and then some pudding on top. So now we're gonna top this off with this Cool Whip, all right? If y'all wanna mix it all the way, you can, but I don't know. I kinda like when it has these swirly swirls. I think it looks pretty. Swirly swirl. Get this all out. All right, y'all. So yeah, next time I'm gonna remember to add my mint extract, but it's okay. It's still gonna be delicious. I mean, it's still chocolate, right? It's still gonna be delicious. And y'all, this is the best part. Wait, I can't talk. We ain't even at the best part yet. We ain't. We almost there, but all right. So we got our green Cool Whip on top. Now, y'all, this is the best part. I have some Andes mints crushed up, all right? So these are going right on top. So this is supposed to be, again, a mint chocolate poke cake. But I forgot the mint extract because my brain was hurting. So, but it's still gonna be good, y'all. It's still gonna be delicious. Oh, I put too many right there. All right, that looks great. Wonderful. So guess what, y'all? Time to try it. Okay, it's gonna be delicious. So here we go. I'm excited. It smells minty. So maybe the Andes mints are enough. Maybe not. We're gonna see. All right. This is it. Here we go. Move this to the side. I got my plate here. I got my plate. Let's see how this looks. Oh my goodness. This looks real good and moist, and I'm excited. I feel like this is gonna be like a chocolate lover's dream. And that's it. I'm excited, y'all, to eat this. All right, here we go. Take a big old bite, and it's gonna be delicious. Oh my goodness. Okay, y'all. So, you can still taste the mint with the Andes, and honestly, y'all, this might be the best, most moist chocolate cake I've ever had. Y'all have to try this. All right, y'all, we have some of these white fudge covered Oreos. These are going at the bottom of a Grease 9x13. These Oreos are so good, y'all. If y'all haven't tried them, I highly recommend them. They make me happy. And Christmas and cats. All right, that's it. I have another package open right here. So we're gonna use like 1.5 packages. Let me see. Yeah, you know what we're gonna use? Yeah, 1.5. Like I said, I was right. We're using 1.5. Okay, y'all, next, I have some strawberry pie filling. All right, I love this stuff. So y'all, you might know what? I haven't made a dump cake in a long time, so we're making a festive dump cake. This one is specifically for Christmas. But y'all can make it whenever you want, but we sticking with some Christmas colors here, and that's it. It's gonna be delicious. So make sure you get all the gel stuff out. It's the best part. I love this gel, this goopy stuff, goopy. All right, y'all. So now what we doing here? I have some banana slices, and you know what, y'all? I feel like it tastes better when it looks pretty. So we gonna make it look pretty, nice little rows. We got some banana. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, that one wanted to go there. It went there by itself. I didn't even put it there. Bad banana. You go right here. You're jumping around. Come on. Don't do that. Bad banana. The banana would be talking back to me right now if it could. Anyways, all right, y'all. So that looks so pretty. But I have some more bananas, so now we're going to ruin it a little. No, I'm just kidding. I like the symmetrical 3-3-3 rows, but the ratio of bananas to other stuff ain't that good, so we got to put some more in, okay, y'all? But this still looks pretty. All right, I'm happy with this. Let's see, do we need more bananas? I think we're good. All right, no more bananas. That's it. All right, y'all, we have some walnuts. Nuts are optional, but y'all can do, yeah, if y'all like nuts, put some nuts on, all right? And you know what else? I just realized I was going to put one more thing on here, so I'm going to finish putting these walnuts on just like that. Just some walnuts, and then we're going to put one more thing. I got to stop the camera and get it, though. Oh, okay, y'all, remember how I told you earlier, if you see any videos with me wearing this green shirt? Yeah, Fred's driving me crazy today. He's being bad. He keeps bothering me while I'm trying to film. Sheesh. All right, y'all, we're putting that to the side. Yeah, I'm not kidding, y'all. I'm not kidding. He's over here laughing, but I'm mad at him. He's going to hear it from me later. 1 stick of melted butter, and then I also have this green cookie mix. Okay, y'all, so I bought this at Walmart, and the cookies on here are green, right? So you think when I pour this, it's going to be green. It's white, but we still going to try it. We're going to see what happens. Maybe it turns green when it cooks. I don't know, y'all. Anyways, I was hoping it was going to be green, but we're going to still hope. We're gonna hope that it turns green. So yeah, we're just mixing this with a stick of butter. Oh my goodness, y'all, look! Walmart, you came through. Oh my goodness. I was so mad. I was like, how you gonna tell me this is green? It ain't green. It is green. Walmart, thank you. All right, I'm happy now. I'm not mad anymore. I was gonna return it. I was gonna go wait in line and be like, y'all, you can't lie to me like that and tell me it's green. It ain't green. It is green. All right, anyways. Okay, so I didn't use the whole bag. Oh, I just inhaled some of that. I used like some, okay? So we're putting this back. All right, y'all, so now we're taking this this green crumble topping. Oh my goodness, y'all, I'm so happy. Y'all have no idea. Now I'm not mad at Fred anymore. The green cookies made me happy. All right. Fred, he's talking over there. Fred, I'm mad at him again. All right, so this is going right on top, y'all. So we have this wonderful, easy dump cake we making for the holidays. for Christmas, for whatever holiday you celebrate. And that's it. We're gonna put this in the oven at 350 for about 45 minutes, and that's it. All right, y'all, so here we have our Christmas dump cake we made. Remember, we used those white fudge Oreos, some canned strawberries, bananas, nuts, chocolate, and then this green cake mix on top. So I'm gonna serve myself up some in this little bowl. Yeah, here we go. It's gonna be hot. I literally just took this out of the oven, but I think it's gonna be hot and delicious. So here we go. Let's scoop this out. I don't know. I mean, you can't really tell much here, but yeah, we had those Oreos at the bottom, and the cherries, and bananas, right? Did I say that, or was it straw? Okay, y'all, I'm just gonna shut up. Strawberries, cherries, I can't even remember. Walnuts, and walnuts. Okay, y'all, see? I can't remember. All right, and then I have some fresh whipped cream over here that I just made. There we go, look at that, y'all. Perfect for Christmas, a delicious Christmas dump cake, just because it's red and green, but y'all can make this any time of year. Oh yeah, we have the bananas, the strawberries, and the Oreos on the bottom, and I'm gonna try not to burn my mouth. And this green cake mix from Walmart. Good job, Walmart, I'm proud of y'all. It's good, but hold on, I gotta get a full bite. I don't know if y'all can see this steaming. All right, y'all, we have 1 box of white cake mix. There, look at that, every time. You know what, I'm just gonna keep doing it because now it's my thing. All right, y'all, 1 box. That was white cake mix, not yellow, man. All right, 1 cup of water. Y'all can use milk if you want, but I'm just using water today. All right, and I heard, some of y'all told me that you can use applesauce instead of oil, so we trying that today. All right, so the recipe calls for a 1/2 cup of oil. I'm using a 1/2 cup of applesauce, 3 eggs. We're gonna try this, we're gonna see how this works. Now, y'all, I did buy a food processor. That ain't gonna help me here, but I'm just letting y'all know. I still did not buy a hand mixer, so guess what we're using? A whisk. I should use a fork. I know y'all like when I do that. 9x13 baking dish, already greased. We're gonna pour this in. I should get my, what's that thing called? Oh yeah, oops, oh right. Well, that happens sometimes. I got some dry mix still, that's all right though. Because guess what, I'm just gonna mix it in here. Gotta do what you gotta do, y'all, all right? I should've got my spatula, but I can't see it, and I didn't want to step out of the camera frame, so we're just making do with this. All right. I'm gonna get my spatula and scoop that out, y'all, but we're just gonna follow the directions on the box cake, so we're gonna cook this about 30 minutes at 350. All right, y'all, here we have our white cake. Remember, we made it with applesauce, so it'll be healthier. So now what we're gonna do, I let it cool for about 15 minutes, but we're gonna poke some holes in the cake, all right? I suppose y'all can use your finger, but I'm not gonna do it right now because y'all get mad at me. Also, yeah, I think this might be better. But we're making a delicious Christmas themed dessert, all right? Super easy, you just need a few ingredients. I wanna make sure these holes are good. All right, y'all, so here I have, I'm gonna put this right here. I have 1 box of cranberry jello. Pour that right on in, the whole thing. All right, to that, we're gonna add 1 cup of boiling water. 1 cup. And we're gonna mix it. Mixy, mixy. Now, y'all, it says on the box you're supposed to mix this for 2 minutes. It hasn't been 2 minutes. Mix it for 2 minutes, y'all. And then to that, we're gonna add 1/2 cup of cold water, all right? So the box of Jell-O says something a little different, but for this recipe, this is what we're doing. All right, so now what we're gonna do here, it's gonna be real fun, y'all, real fun. We're gonna take our Jell-O mixture and we're gonna pour it into our holes, all right? So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna alternate, all right? Oh, okay. So we're gonna use all of it. This is gonna be so fun, y'all. We're gonna alternate. So green, oops, and if that happens, that's totally fine. It's all going in the same place. Y'all know that. Y'all already know that, all right. Doing my best to get it in these holes, but it's kind of hard. We're just filling in the leftover holes with red. Oops, and we're getting a little bit on top too, but again, it's totally fine. All right, y'all, this is gonna be such a fun and pretty dessert. Again, this needs to be refrigerated for about 4 hours, all right? You could also, again, this is another easy thing, you can just do it at night and then finish the rest in the morning. All right. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna use it all. All right, y'all, so all we're gonna do, I'm gonna finish filling in these holes. We're gonna put this in the fridge for 4 hours to let it set. All right, y'all, so this has been in my fridge for about 4 hours, all right? You want at least 4 hours so the Jell-O sets. And remember, we just made boxed yellow cake. We use applesauce instead of oil. And then we use lime Jell-O and cranberry Jell-O in the holes, all right? So now we're gonna top it. Here I have some fresh whipped cream. Y'all can use icing if you want, but I think it's already sweet, so I like fresh whipped cream. I think it's real good. So we're just gonna spread this on top. All right, it looks kind of funny. We whipped this morning. Actually, my KitchenAid and my husband whipped it this morning, not me. So again, if y'all want to use like the packaged icing, you can. But we put a bunch of cream in the KitchenAid and whipped it up because I just like fresh whipped cream. I think it tastes better. So after y'all do this, you can also put it back in the fridge. But you know what? We're gonna decorate it right now, and we're gonna cut into it because it's gonna be so good. So I have some Christmas sprinkles. Let's see, you know what, I'm gonna use these. I like the way these look. So we're just gonna put these right on top, all right? This is a fun and festive, easy dessert hack for Christmas. And really, you can do it anytime, but we use the red and green colors, all right? But you can do this anytime. All right. Now, y'all, this is gonna be the best part, cutting into it and seeing those colors, seeing how that Jell-O molded. Or fit, I don't even know if that's the right word. All right, we're gonna cut into it. So remember, we poked holes in the top, and then we put red and green Jell-O in those holes, and that's why we had to refrigerate it, all right? Let's take some out and see how it turned out, y'all. I've never put Jell-O in a cake, but let's see. All right, look at that. Look at that, y'all. That looks so pretty. Look at all those colors. Red and green for Christmas. All right, look inside there. You can see that, Fred. Look at that. That looks so pretty. So again, I use cranberry and lime Jell-O, but y'all can use whatever flavors you like. I just thought it was very festive. This is so cute. Isn't it cute, Fred?
Yeah, it looks amazing.
All right, let's try some. I've never had Jell-O in a cake, but I feel like it's gonna be real good. Look at that. It's so moist. Here we go, y'all. Cheers. Y'all. Okay. If you make this, I highly recommend the cranberry and lime Jell-O combo. It tastes real good in here, y'all. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. I love y'all, you know that. All right, y'all. So look, we just have these little cute Hershey Kisses. They're peppermint white chocolate. I just think they're so cute, so I love using them, all right? So next, y'all, we're gonna take some chocolate chips. I have some milk chocolate chips right here, and we're gonna fill in the holes, all right? So I'm gonna put these right here. And if you get over into another quadrant, that's totally fine. Y'all gonna see what we're gonna do, okay? So I'm just doing every other hole right now with milk chocolate. If y'all wanna use dark chocolate, you can. This is just the way I like to do it, but again, y'all, do whatever you want. Do what makes you happy, right? Do what makes you happy, that's it. It's a secret to life. All right, now we have some white chocolate chips, or as this bag says, white bacon chips, all right? So we're putting white in these other quadrants, all right? So I think in my head, yeah, I had a vision of what I wanted this to look like. I guess it's turning out pretty good. All right, just like that. All right, y'all, look how cute that looks, all right? So now what we're gonna do here is we're gonna use, I wanna use both of these whole bags of chocolate chips, so we're just gonna put the rest, and we're gonna make these piles really tall, all right? Because we wanna use 2 bags of chocolate chips. All right, oops, and if they mix a little, that's okay, they can be friends, it's fine. They can be friends. All right, use it all, use it all. All right, y'all, and I also have a few more of these little Hershey Kisses unwrapped, so we're just gonna put these around too, because I wanna use it all. I want all the chocolate, all the peppermint, and that's that, y'all. That is that. All right, perfect. All right, y'all, so now what we're gonna do, actually, I don't know, yeah, we'll see, all right. I'm figuring this out as I go, y'all, all right? All right, so we have this beautiful, I don't know how, those are making me a little angry, but that's all right. All right, y'all, look, I have some peep trees. Peep trees. Look how cute these are, y'all. Y'all, I went overboard. Y'all, Fred, you know what? Show all this stuff. It's okay if they see the light. Look at all this Christmas stuff I bought, y'all. I went overboard, and there's more in my cabinet. Anyways, Fred, come back now. But I went overboard, y'all. I got so excited. I couldn't control myself. All right, y'all, so now what we're gonna do here, we're gonna put these Christmas trees around on top of our chocolates, all right? These Christmas trees are so cute. Or holiday trees, is that what you're supposed to say now? I don't even know, y'all. All right, wait, am I doing this right? Yeah. Wait, should they be pointing like that, Fred, or pointing the other way? The other way, right? Yeah, that's what I thought too. See, y'all, I'm figuring this out as I go, okay? That's it. I just want it to look cute, and I'm just so excited. I'm overwhelmed with joy because I love Christmas, and I love Christmas desserts and stuff. All right, so there we go. We have, this looks so cute. Wow, I'm excited. These colors are amazing, Fred. Don't this look good? All right, so we have, are they even? Come on, they have to be perfectly even. All right, actually, no, they don't. It's fine. So we have our Christmas trees. Now, y'all, what we're gonna do, I have these other peeps. Look how cute these are. These are little peppermint peeps. They have little red specks. They're so cute. So now we're gonna put these around too, all right? We're gonna do these all the way around. We're gonna do them in between our Christmas trees. We want a nice layer of marshmallow, y'all. We want a nice layer, a nice thick layer of marshmallows. All right, if y'all haven't figured out what I'm making yet, this is a fun, easy treat for your holiday party and gatherings. Kids love it, adults love it, and it's just so much fun. That's it, y'all. All right, so we're making a delicious, easy s'mores dip. All right, and now we have a, I think we're just gonna leave it like that, or should we leave that one off, Fred? I don't know, I can't decide, it's so hard. Here, let's put a few little snowmen like that, and we're gonna put one here, because I like those colors in the middle. All right, y'all, so we're gonna put this in the oven at 350. About 10 minutes max as soon as these marshmallows melt, and then we're gonna take it out and we're gonna try it, y'all. Are gonna love this easy, fun s'mores dip. All right, y'all, so I just took this out of the oven. Once these little chickies start turning a little bit brown, you can take it out. You gotta watch it close though, because they can go from like being perfectly melted to burnt real quick. So, y'all, we just made a fun Christmas s'mores dip. You can just serve this at your holiday gathering or whatever you'd like, right on in your, what is this thing? Cast iron skillet. Graham crackers on the side, all right? So guess what? Time to eat. Time to eat. Oh, this is all melted perfectly. Oh my goodness, y'all. Look at this. Oh, okay. So we're gonna get a little bit of this snowman. We're gonna get a little bit of this peppermint. I mean, should I get some of the Christmas tree too? Do it really matter? I don't know. They're all gonna taste the same, right? Y'all, I'm so excited. This is gonna, I'm talking for a sec because I literally just took this out of the oven. You can see how fluffy these peeps look. They look so cute. I love when they get like that. All right, y'all. Happy, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays s'mores dip. Here we go. Y'all. Okay. These, I'm speechless. These, okay, y'all, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be the one that like goes, like my favorite part right here is these Hershey Kisses. These peppermint Hershey Kisses are so good, y'all. Okay, y'all, I'm having a hard time here, but anyways, I'm just gonna keep eating these because I'm so excited.